All right, so you just got a new pedal and you're ready to pair it with the RJM series to get it working via MIDI. It's a really simple process. Once you've added the device, you're gonna go in to the buttons page and you'll want to pull up the manual that actually talks about like the commands, because newer pedals don't always have the commands uploaded. RJM does do that, but they don't, you know, they are a small crew that doesn't have a ton of time to do little adjustments like this while they're developing, so it works out that you can just revert back to the manual. So I'm gonna put Asabi, put this distortion. What you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go down here, make sure it's on CC toggle. There's a ton of different commands. You want to be on CC toggle, Asabi, whichever device you did, and you know that button 1 is CC1, button 2 is CC2, and then the gain like clipping modes is 3, and then the gain cycling is 4, and then overdrive presets for this side are 5. So you just want to turn it on and off. So you want to select number 1. What you can do is you can actually right click this switch and copy and paste it if you decide to. It makes work way a lot quicker. We're gonna go and do this next side and do the drive side. So I just relabel that drive, go down here, make that 2. Okay, so now you have the Asabi distortion and the drive side. Next, what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna right click and paste it again, just because it just makes it easy. Like I said, it makes it a lot quicker when you're trying to do a lot of stuff at once. So now you want to actually go in and change the different types of distortion that you're using. So that's going to be CC3, which you type 3. You're going to want to erase this value and put 1. You're going to want to go up here, hit New Action, go to Asabi. So you're going to have to remember you're going to have to click 3 again, but then this is going to be 2. It's the same thing over and over. You want to make sure you have 3 on there, and then you're going to do 3, Asabi, 3, 4. So you're not done there, because you still got to add those actual steps into it. So there's 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're going to add go 1, 2, 3. Click action type, click system, click subtype, click step. So you're gonna have to do that 2 more times in order to make all these steps. Then once you make them all steps, click 1, drag it all the way over so they're in between. But then you're not done yet. We're almost there, super close. All you have to do is make sure you send on preset change, update on state on preset changes on, as well as IA cycles. So as you can see, you have 4 different types of stages you can do. So I would type in, actually I can go over here. I'll just copy the name of whatever we're using into here. It just, like I said, whatever makes your workload quicker is always better, as long as it is correct. So we'll do high gain. So we'll actually type in A for asymmetrical, and then we'll do S for symmetrical. So you can also change the color. So like the 808, I always do green because that's pretty typical. When you're actually scrolling through the different modes, like if you hold this down, so you know this is the TOS 808 because it's green. Then you got blue mode, so you can make that blue, and that's like a purple-ish, so you can make that purple. And then the first one is orange. So there's no orange, so I use red. It just makes the most sense. So all you do is make sure those IA cycles select. You typed in those names and everything. As you can see, it's there. And what we'll do is we'll actually do the same thing. You repeat the same steps to do the drive side. But what we'll do is I'll go up here, right, changes to device. Let that load for a second. And then once it loads, you'll actually be able to go through your device, turn it on and off, do the different types of drive modes, turn on the drive side, the distortion side, All right, so it's uploaded. You're ready to test it out to make sure everything works. So remember that this did the bloom settings actually. So we can go through and you can see it's scrolling through all 6 of the compression modes that you have, and you can preset that. The CC cycle mode only does 4. If you could do more, I would suggest you could do more, but you can't. But we'll move over to the Asabi. So you can turn it on, matches purple, turn on the drive side. We haven't paired that side yet, but it's easy as you have blue mode, purple mode, orange mode, which is the governor style. You have the 808 side, the asymmetrical, and the symmetrical high gain. So it's really simple to really mess with how you want everything to be set up and work with. And the great thing about that is that you could turn on that side and preset 1, it could be that patch. But then you go to preset 2 and you want this to be the 808 side, okay? So you can toggle between the governor style, the TS 808, and you can even program a switch like next to here that does your gains, your actual gain cycle, like stage, like how much percentage gain there is, which is what we'll talk about next. All right, so we just completed setting up the Asabi distortion drive modes switches. So what we'll do is, like I said, it makes it easier. I right click, copy and paste, double click. So now we'll change this to gain. As you can see on the gain, it's CC4. So we'll want to change all these to 4. We'll change all those to 4. It's the same concept as the values, so the values actually don't change. The only thing that will change are your steps. So we could type in 25%, type in 50%, type in 75%, and type in 100%. So the 100% I typically do is red. Just because like you can do any color because there's only a brightness of the LED color that you're on. But me, I do green as like on the lower end. Yellow, you're kind of getting a little bit more. I guess really I do blue because it's getting a little bit fatter. Yellow I'll do as like 75% because it's brighter, and then 100% is like high gain. Red just seems like it makes the most sense. So now you have that Asabi's gain in. You do the same steps as you go up and you right change the device. Once it's changed, you can now see that there is an extra foot switch, and you can actually see that you have your 4 modes. So you have 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. Well, that's it. I mean, besides doing the same steps to actually do the drive side, everything that we did right here is exactly the same as you would do to do the Asabi drive side. It's as simple as you could even, like I said, right click, paste, and change the Asabi from 3 down to 2. And that's it. I mean, all you're doing, actually no, it's actually not even 2. You're changing it to 5. So if you're going to change your drive side as well, you can do the same concept as right click, copy paste. You want to double click, and looking at the actual manual, CC5 does your overdrive side. So all you're going to do is simply go through and change this to 5, and then you'll want to go in to your cycle steps, which is a Marshall, Tube Screamer, Timmy, and Klon. So we'll do Marshall. All right, so it's just uploaded. We're going to click on the drive side. As you can see, it's matching the orange. Click again, hits green, blue, purple. Like I said, you can do that per preset. You can change up the different styles, and we'll talk about how to utilize these pedals with the Musicom series, the Boss series. It's really simple. I mean, the other switchers, there's a little bit more leg room because they don't have editors like the RJM stuff. That's why I love the RJM stuff. But this is just really simple ways to utilize these pedals to their full potential. Have a good one.